in some things, as it were. Good. I see somebody's in. How the hell are you? Is it 8 o'clock yet? 2 people in. Let's go. Almost 8 o'clock. I was just in the back. Doing some things. Set the old... Yeah. Nope. Hey, Dingo. What's up? Hello, everyone. Man. I guess that's about as good as we're going to ever do, really. Anyways, hey, 3 people in. Morning time. Hope everybody's got something to drink. Hope you've done some pooping already. Or maybe you haven't had any coffee, so you haven't had a poop. Either way, I'm about 12 deep. Or 2, whatever. How is everybody today? I'm good. Like I said in the last video, life has been weird lately, but you know, that's all good. Excuse me. Did have a couple fun things to sort of talk about. I don't know if anybody in here has noticed, but in the past 24 hours, I've put out 4 shorts. I've used some different techniques. The Hedge. What's up, man? How are you? Not quite sure who you are, but thank you for showing up. Anyways, in the past 24 hours, I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good too, bro. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We got to stick together here. Anyways, I've put up 4 shorts in the past 24 hours, 3 in the last 13. One of the reasons I wanted to, thank you, brother. One of the reasons I wanted to throw out this live is I'm just trying to make the algorithm work for me. I don't know if you guys watch much YouTube, like broad YouTube, but I watch a lot of like ancient cataclysm things and Yeah, dude, that was good. I like that gay joke. None but your mom and me. Ooh, she's kind of a whore. But anyways, um, I'm trying to make the I'm trying to make the algorithm work for me. Yeah, basically because so I watch these different channels. Yeah, it definitely is. There's one channel called Bright Insight with a guy named Jimmy Corsetti. Basically, he does a lot of like ancient civilization stuff and a lot. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is he's on this other platform called Rumble, who has significantly less subscribers than he does on YouTube, but his videos get more views. So the algorithm, obviously, it's a thing, and I believe it's less computer generated numbers and more the creators have to sort of figure it out. It's like throwing baloney at the wall, as it were. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason, Derpesh mode, that's what I'm talking about. Dude, so like I know I have a couple other friends who are YouTubers and they do a lot of lives and they never get some Derpesh modes in. And I like the Derpesh mode. Asking how many guys I've made out with in that vehicle. It's awesome. Like that's pretty funny because one, he probably left right after that. And two, uh like, you know, that's kind of funny. That's something that I would say to my friend because I really only have one or two. Anyways, back to the point. So I'm trying to like I have a video that I could upload too, but I don't think I'm going to just because my last full vlog was pretty good. But it is a weird thing because back to that Jimmy Corsetti guy, I was watching an episode that he put out last night, and man, the McChicken be hitting different. But let me tell you, this morning I got normally I get the steak bagel from McDonald's because I'm a fancy bitch, but you know, we're in a recession, so this morning I just got a bacon, egg, and cheese muffin. And that was pretty delicious. It's maybe it's because I've been living on the high horse for so long, eating that. Yes, yes. I've got blunts. I've got joints. I've got pens. I was back there for the first maybe 4 minutes of this thing. You just saw an empty seat just because I was back there doing dabs. Some gelato mince hash, as it were. But yeah, basically he was talking about how he gets way more views on Rumble and how the algorithm kind of hurts him. Now he does talk about a lot of controversial shit. Plus he's like a big Trump guy. I don't like Trump, but I don't like the other people either. I think they're all pond scum. So the easiest one to make fun of, that's the one that I'll go with that day. However, he's a big Trump guy, so I think that he gets shut down a lot for that, which isn't right. You know, even though I don't like Trump, no one should be no one should be screwed over in that, right? Especially on YouTube. Rumble is like it's like YouTube, just smaller. I've been thinking about because I have like every video that I've ever made, I've just uploaded it onto a external hard drive. So I have like 10 2 terabyte external hard drives with like everything on it, plus like the finished vlogs. Yeah, I did. I don't know what to think about that. If that was all real, if all of that shit was real, what a bumbling, fumbling, fucking disaster this country's secret service, anything that has to do with that political bullshit, what a fucking diaper fire. Because if that was all real and like legit, that's how it went down, what the fuck? However, that's exactly how it would go down if it was like kind of staged. I hate to be the Alex Jones of the situation, but I don't know. But yeah, Rumble is like a small YouTube, and a lot of creators go there because it's based on your content. So like if people like it, like the more likes you get, the more it'll get pushed out. Or the more work you do getting people to go, like you telling people, hey, go on Rumble, find my shit, and and subscribe to me, then that will trigger them to show your stuff to more people. It's not you have to use these words at this time with this sound, or I don't know, because I know surfing is a small niche anyways. Um Lake surfing is an even smaller niche. So I don't expect my vlogs to do great if I don't do shit and if I don't change it up and if I don't get better at surfing and editing and if I don't stay diversifying my content like I am now. And I try to cut out all the swears in my vlogs too because I know that that definitely does hurt you. And I don't. There's a lot of music on Epidemic Sound where I get my music that swears, and I don't really use anything with words. I try to not to, at least. But it's weird. And I've only been to California once, and I've only been surfing for 5 years. I taught myself when the coronavirus started. I grew up playing hockey though, and I've been to Orange County, California once for hockey. No, twice maybe for hockey tournaments, but there was just like fly in caramel. I don't know. But yeah, I've only been to California once. I've never surfed the ocean. I've never surfed in the ocean before. And to be honest, I've only been in the ocean once, and it was when I was like 3 or 4, and I just jumped in, and I'm used to the Great Lakes because I've been going out here for my whole life. So it's fresh water. You jump in with your damn mouth wide open, and I did that with the ocean. I was so young, I even remember it still. It was such a terrible experience, but at some point, hopefully in the near future, I'll end up surfing in the ocean. And I'm sure that that will hockey rocks. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It was the only thing I did for a long time. I've always golfed and shit, but um yeah, hockey was like what I did from like 12 until 32. And that's when the coronavirus started, and I saw some guys surfing, and the rest basically was history. Anyways, the second real reason that I wanted to do this live was, if you look at the thumbnail for this live, that picture, I don't know if you can really read the words because I had to kind of crop it to get it in for the format, but that is my uncle and one of my aunts in the screenshot of this live on the t-shirt that says Original Chill. My uncle's name is Cam Hill also. C Hill, Chill. Yeah, I know a lot of people that play music to do that. I'm not artistic or musical in any right, but I can really appreciate it. Like the whole creative process of editing videos is the most creative thing I've ever done, and it's just a different part of your brain because I've always been sports guy, like not creative at all. So using this, it's just it's literally I can, and I've said this to people, I can feel the left side of my brain finally firing a little bit. But anyways, the picture of this live stream is a picture of my aunt and one of my aunts and my uncle a long time ago. His name is Cam Hill. C Hill, Chill. He's the original Chill. But those shirts are in production right now from my merch guy named Kevin. We are also going to be, you're left-handed. Nice. So is my uncle. That's crazy you say that. Anyways, we're going to have those shirts, and we're also going to have shirts that just say Great Lake Surfer. And on the back's going to be like my logo, the logo of his 3D printing business, and maybe a couple other things on the back. But August 10th, here in Muskegon, Michigan, is the Great Lakes Surf Festival. And we're going to have those for sale, or I think I'm going to do some sort of a thing where I'm going to put it in a vlog. And if you can come up to me or him and give us a secret password or something, or comment somewhere, I don't know. I'm going to make it fun. You'll get a free one, or possibly a free 2, depending on how we figure this out. But yeah, dude, thank you. Yeah, August 10th. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so that's gonna be pretty cool. But those shirts that say Original Chill are gonna be awesome. And I have to send some to my family, so we're not gonna have a ton, but I am gonna have some for that Surf Fest. And I don't know if I'm going to be selling them. I don't know if I'm going to be giving them away. I think we're going to have definitely some of the Great Lakes Surf t-shirts for free. And then 100% we're going to have a bunch of them that Kevin's going to be selling there. And they're going to be awesome. And I think that it's the perfect place to do it because who else is there? And yeah, it's the best place to do it, period. Hands down. So that's really the other reason why I wanted to do this. Plus, I've been up for a while, so like, don't have much content. It's been super flat, so I've been editing down a lot of the shorts. But man, I feel the need to put out fucking videos, dude. And I don't know why, because it was never really like this. But if I'm not scratching this creative itch, obviously, if I'm editing more than I'm surfing, that means the waves haven't been good, and that sucks. And the waves haven't been good. Last Tuesday, there was some waves. I didn't go, but that's the closest that we've got in about 10 days. And that's the longest it's been since the lake froze in February. It's been rough on me, man. But that's why we're here now. That's the good shit. Yeah, that's why we're here now. Chatting, talking. I know all of my lives get like 80% of the views, or maybe even more, after the fact. So that's cool too. Plus, it's early as shit. Anyways, we have a tournament starting here at the golf course pretty soon. And I don't know if I'm going to actually go to the beach today or not. I didn't go yesterday, but Friday, the Jarretts were up. And go subscribe to their channel called The Jarrett's Journey. They're awesome. Kevin and Mandy. They're like literally my only friends. And that's cool. I'll keep it that way. If they're my only friends, I've done well. However, I know I have other friends, but they're like the ones that I can like physically see. Another channel that you guys should go subscribe to is hey! How are you? Anyways, another channel you guys should go subscribe to, and the Jarrett's can attest to this because they are not only van lifers, but YouTube creators themselves. The Leopards Go Wild, who aren't van lifers, but they do live full-time in a caravan. They're New Zealandians, Kiwis, as it were. and they're awesome too. There's a couple more at the bottom of my page, but the final one that I'll shout out right now is the Cockney Buddha. He's a good guy. Good dude. He always has good messages, you know? And I think once I turn 40, I'll listen more. But, you know, sometimes I like to get a little antsy. Sometimes I like to get a little feisty. And he's not about that life. And I can see why. But yeah, man, yesterday there was actually sort of an issue down at Pier Marquette, right by the tree that I park by. It's there was that soccer thing, Kev, or Mandy, I don't know which one of you is commandeering the keyboard, but that soccer thing, some guy parked his giant truck and his fifth wheel like in the middle, like of all of the parking spots, but in the middle of the parking lot. So he was taking up like 8 spaces, and it was full. The beach was full. Every parking lot was full by 9 o'clock in the morning, from the Coast Guard station all the way up the hill, almost to the roundabout. Every spot was full for volleyball and soccer. So this guy was like, he didn't give a shit. He had chairs and a little mat and everything in the parking lot. So I said something. And then when this other dude saw that I was talking to him, he was like, are you talking about him moving? And I was like, yeah. So this dude started piping in, And before I knew it, the police were there, and this son of a bitch had to move his shit. It was, and I felt like kind of like a snitch and a little asshole, sort of. But I couldn't do that shit. I wouldn't do it, first of all, but I couldn't. Nobody would stand for that. I can't even enjoy my day in a regular spot sometimes without people fucking with me. So when I saw this entitled cunt blocking spots that moms and kids, because it was like a kids thing. They're like kids, like under 10. And I felt the need to be the fucking Joy Robin Hood. Like, I'm gonna fuck this guy's day up, because he wasn't a spring chicken. And his wife wasn't either. And they had a lot of shit out. They were gonna be there all fucking day. So they had to put their bikes away, their chairs, their bikes and chairs, which were in other parking spots. It was fucking insane. Put it all away, put in the slide out. And it was like all of us people just bonded over watching this son of a bitch have to get his shit and tuck his entitled tail and leave. And again, I felt kind of like a bitch for a minute. I was like, man, sort of, why does this affect me? I wanted to park down there, but I didn't, because like I didn't have a reason to be down there. There's too many fucking people anyway. But that guy was fucking it up for other people. And I have to walk on eggshells through every situation of my fucking life. I either do or I don't. And that's a decision that I have to make. And yesterday he made the wrong decision. But after the fact, like seeing all these people like happily park where this son of a bitch was blocking and then go enjoy their day, I was like, some of those people didn't even see what happened, and they didn't have to deal with that stress, of parking way, way, way far away and fucking walking with their kid, being annoyed. It was just like, it was a weird set of circumstances. But I knew that if I was to do something like that, it would take minutes for someone to come up and shit on me, even though, like I said, I wouldn't. But man, it was bizarre. So I hid yesterday. I saw the amount of people that were out. I sent Kevin a fucking video about the line of cars on the highway just getting into Grand Haven from the south. It was not a day that you wanted to be out and about, as Clayton's World would say, because it was just like I could like sense that there were people afoot trying to ruin my day, unbeknownst to me and really probably even them at the point. But I don't know. What are you guys doing today, Kev? Anything fun? Did you guys do anything fun yesterday? I do think I'm going to go to the beach today. But I don't know. I'm really not sure. There isn't any waves. That forecast took a giant dump. I don't even think there's like 1 foot readings. If I do go to a beach, it's going to be a little bit north of here, where if there is a little wave later, I'll be able to ride it. Because it's at that point now where I'm like, if it's an ankle high rideable bump, I'm going to go. I guess I could always go to do the Shred Ferry. That's just not the same, A lot of preparation for a little bit of fun. I'm sure that's what most women think before sex, too. I don't know. I'm not a woman. Speaking of women, can you believe these ladies these days? I mean, there's some good ones, don't get me wrong. It isn't all a bunch of bullshit, but man, I tell you what, some of these chicks are on a, they need Jesus or something. They need Jesus, or they need whatever that opening ceremony thing was yesterday. One of the two. And there's really no gray area, I don't think. Like, you need one or the two. I did go to Holland. If anybody's watching this and you need to know where to go to find hot moms that more than likely aren't single, but just a horde of hot moms, a gaggle, you could go to Holland State Park if it's a nice day. Not too nice, But if it's Goldilocks zone nice, go to the Target in Holland before 11 and then go to Holland State Park before 2. I've never seen it was like that. That's where they all go. It was I've like because I'm at beaches a lot, and never have I ever seen so many groups of moms with kids. And it was only that. There was no grannies. There was no all the dads were probably at work. Man. It was weird. It was an unusual thing to see and make an observation of. That's for sure. But what else did I have for you guys? I would like some suggestions on the old merch. Like we've thought about hats, like not trucker hats like this. Like this has the holes in the back, can you see? And it's kind of small. Like this part is kind of small. But we thought about like the trucker hats that have the big piece of foam on the inside, you know, like the big ones, the real trucker hats, like the old school style trucker hats. Because I think that those would be easy for us to do the screen printing. He doesn't have a regular screen printer. It's something a little different, but I think that those have enough girth and yaw where they could be, you know, beaten up a little bit with the machine that he uses and then still come out and have somebody want it, you know? Because I don't think I think it would, I guess I don't necessarily know how they, maybe we could. I don't know. But we were thinking hats or something like that. Because I was using Teespring, and that shit's so expensive. And a couple people actually got some of the things, and it was fucking garbage. So I don't want people paying exorbitant amounts of money for stuff on that Teespring website if they're just going to get crap. Big Z got a hat, and I think Matt Tomahawk got a hat. And they're really weirdly shaped. They aren't very deep, so they sit up really high on your head. It's unusual. So this dude Kevin goes through a completely different website for not Jared's Kevin, work Kevin. He goes through a completely different website than Teespring uses, and you can get like Hanes and Under Armour and all the actual stuff, and then they have like, you know, like the Gillidian shirts and you know, kind of just like the generic brand, like Amazon style shirts with nothing on it. And they seem to be better, so much cheaper just to buy the shirt. And then he gets the stuff for the screen printing from a different place, and he gets it in big bulk. Because again, I said he has a screen printing business, or sorry, a 3D printing business, and he can use the same vinyl for each. I don't know how it works. He's cool, and he like everything he's given me so far has been legit, and it's great. He's got kids too, and he's married, so like I would much rather give my money to that guy than a company, or just not give my money to anyone and have a company make subpar stuff, and then my friends pay too much for it and then get something shitty. And I'm not making any money. Actually, I'm probably losing money here, but there is no Great Lake surfer gear, and that's a big fucking hole in the industry here. You know, there's a lot of guys that are making surf stuff on the Great Lakes, but it's all like their own brand. Obviously, like some of the shirts I made, they just have my logo. But I think having stuff that just says fucking Great Lake Surfer, my idea was, you guys probably remember the shirts that just said college back in like the early 2000s. Everybody would wear the shirt that says like college or whatever. I want it just to look like that, but say Great Lake Surfer. Because there's a lot of us, and there's more than one Great Lake spanning through the states, and it's a thing. And I think that if there's some gear for that, and if I can get on the ground floor of that without having people fucking copy me and steal my fucking ideas, like some of you have, that would be sweet, you know? And I'm all for like sharing ideas, but like, you know, you could get Great Lake surfing gear, but it says the person's company on it. And I don't think I mean, anything that I make is going to have my logo, but I think I'll just put it somewhere small on these Great Lakes Surfer stuff. But I would like to see if there's any want, you know? It wouldn't really have to necessarily be about my channel specifically, but it would be cool to have like a brand of stuff that is just Great Lakes surfer gear. Like there's like Unsalted this and, you know, like Third Coast stuff and just random businesses around. Like it's cool to have something that says Third Coast, but that's their thing. Like that's their fucking, you're just representing them. And if I think if things just say like Great Lake Surfer or Lake Michigan Surfer, something a little more like catered to the community as a whole, and also like the specific lake that you surf on, might even be cool to sort of nail that down and make, you know, whatever, like a picture of the lake. I don't know. We've had a couple ideas, but I would like to see if there's a want at large. Plus, I wanted to put this out, and then obviously, like, I'm gonna upload this. So if anybody tries to fucking piggyback my idea or just blatantly fucking steal it, I'll have a couple checks and balances to go back and get them. We can all get rich, but this is my fucking idea, so don't steal it, or else I'll be pissed. We'll have a conversation, and nobody really wants to talk to me, so I'm trying to help you, help me, help you. And I think that that's probably it. I wish that we had some sort of waves in the forecast, but I looked, I think everything through the 5th on all of the apps is nothing. Also, the NOAA Wave Watch 3 app or the website wasn't loading for the last 2 days. So I don't know what that means. Thankfully, the webcams around here are plentiful, as it were. But if you're watching this now, there's 3 people in here. Hit the like button. I'm sure Kev already has. And if you're not subscribed, go do that. If you're watching this in the future, you better hit the fucking like button. Because now you can go back and rewind it and watch this part 100 times. And you didn't know I was going to end it now. Anybody watching in the future has no excuse now. So make sure you do that. And I appreciate it. Also, leave me a comment and tell me what you like or what you hate. Just like, what was that guy's name? Derpesh Mode? Where'd you go? Derpesh Mode. I'll give you an example of what you can. If you don't like me, here's a good example of what you can say. Hey, chill. Great show. How many guys have you made out with in that vehicle? You know what I'm saying? Like, straight to the point. I'm pretty sure he said that and then left. And, you know, I got it. I understood exactly what he was trying to say. And there was no mixing words. He actually used proper punctuation. I can appreciate that too. He's obviously a punk bitch, but a lot of people are. I can't hold that against him specifically. I think it's more of a societal thing at this point. Anyways, so if you don't hate me, you can just leave a normal comment like, hey, how are you? I'm from Rotorua, and I'm on the Kippy Kippy Trail right now, the Loop Trail that Mike Leopard was probably on right now. I think that's good. Make sure you let me know if you guys want that Great Lake surfer gear. Yeah, I don't know. Hang on tight, as you never know when I'm going to blow up. And when I do blow up, everyone's going to blow up. Not everyone. Most people will too. And if I just hit, all I need really to set me off is like just a smooth 50K. That's all. I don't even need a lot. And that's just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I just need 50K, and man, life is gonna change. Because I wouldn't even quit my job or nothing. But what that would be, and that's really attainable. Who thinks, in the comments below, let me know what you think my chances of just getting a cool 50K in the next 6 weeks. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.